Hi, I'm Lily Spolar, filling in for Dan Philgreen.
And I'm Emily Rose, and this is Shell Point Today for Thursday, August 22nd. We're putting on our game face for today's installment of Shell Point Today. Wendy Pereira and Ashley Robin have the perfect way to cool off before football season turns up the heat.
We're having a kickoff to football season party.
Marge Lee is drifting through the amazing collection of another Shell Point artist.
Well, you do some very intricate, unusual woodwork, but we're going to start at the beginning here.
Okay.
And we're falling in love with another Shell Point couple all over again.
We met and dated and liked each other pretty well and dated now and again.
But first, we're shattering the color barrier for our look back on this day in history. And it was 69 years ago today when tennis officials allowed Althea Gibson to compete in an annual championship, becoming the first African-American player to compete in the U.S. national tennis competition. Growing up in Harlem, Gibson was a standout athlete in tennis, winning several tournaments against an all-black competition. After failing to gain admittance to any U.S. Lawn Tennis Association tournament due to her race, it was her competition that supported her, claiming that if she posed any threat to their style of play, then it should be decided on the court. By 1950, the USLTA relented and allowed her to compete in the Forest Hills Championship, the precursor to the modern U.S. Open. While she struggled early in her career, Gibson would go on to win 2 U.S. Opens, 2 Wimbledon titles, and the French Open, all while inspiring future tennis greats such as Arthur Ashe, as well as Venus and Serena Williams.
We'd like to remind everyone that tomorrow is the latest resident quarterly meeting. Every Shell Point resident is encouraged to head to the Village Church at 2:45, where you'll be presented with all the latest information coming to the community. From the happenings to future projects, taking part in the resident quarterly meeting is the best way to stay in the know regarding everything Shell Point. If you're unable to attend tomorrow's gathering, SBTV has you covered. A rebroadcast of the event will be airing on Channel 12 next week, and a copy will become available to rent at the Shell Point Library. However, the best way to know what's happening is to be there. Head to the Village Church tomorrow at 2:45 for the latest Shell Point resident quarterly meeting.
One person who knows this community inside out is Marge Lee. She ventures to every crevice of Shell Point, tracking down some talented individuals as part of her segment, Art Chat.